Hello everyone, this is Lyndall with Lyndall's Craft Escape. Watch me make a shaker tassel with using Cracker Barrel salt and pepper shakers. I ordered several, and these two that you will be seeing are a little bunch of carrots as well as a little bunny. I'm taking 20 gauge wire. I measured it at about 16 inches. I'm going to find the center point and then put a dowel, wrap it around the dowel and twist it. My dowel was like a 3/4 inch, but you can use a smaller one. It's your preference. I did fail to put the beads on, so that's done in a next tassel, the next shaker tassel. I cut my strips of ribbon and torn fabric and trim at about 16 inches. You can have all kinds of variations, anything that you can think of that'll make a pretty tassel. You can use yarn, just anything, string. In this case, I put down my smallest strips and then just layered on top of each with all the strips that I had cut or torn. And then they will be tied at the center point with some jute or some cording, whatever you prefer to use to tie them that cinches them nicely. And here you see I'm just layering, continuing to layer. You can make this as thick or as thin as you want. That's your preference. And it's so easy to do, and it makes such a sweet gift for someone and a cute decoration. It really is. Shaker tassels need to be utilized and thought of a lot more in my estimation. So here I am wrapping the leftover wire out of the bottom of the shaker around my cinched up tassel, twisting it, and then I will I'll snip off some of that wire and then send it back up into the bottom hole on the shaker. Now I'm doing the second one, and this time I'm doing the same thing with a bronze or copper 20 gauge wire. Difference is I am putting the beads on this time for a sweet embellishment. So you're going to have beads that have a hole in them that will allow both pieces of the copper wire or the 20 gauge wire to go through. Then I set that aside and am layering again all the fabrics and the ribbons and the embellishments for my tassel. This one I don't think I made quite as thick as the other one, but pretty much the same. So it's a process. I used some sari silk here. I used some torn strips of orange fabric, cotton fabric, and it's the world is your oyster. Do what you want to. You can just make it any way you want to. The fun of it is that there's usually no two alike because you can use so many different ribbons and patterns and fabrics and yarns especially. So here we are layering them one on top of the other. The thinnest or the smallest width lay first, and then gradually stack them with the widest ones you have on the top of that stack. Cinch it up. This time I used some raffia, and I don't know why I used it. It was laying there and I grabbed it. I did cut it off up to the knot because it's not real attractive hanging in there. It doesn't hang nicely. And I trimmed this. I cut it to the length that I wanted it, and it turned out really cute. So here is the bunny with a little carrot embellishment. Here are the carrots. Here's some of the tassels, and I think it turned out, both of them turned out great. I enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoyed listening and watching, and God bless you all. Thank you so much for giving me a like and follow. Bye-bye.